Shaking, MP.
Showtime, MP. True ballers only.
At the power forward position, 6 feet 10 inches, 00, Clark.
Yes, y'all, you don't stop.
Everybody, this is Wednesday Night Basketball. You know, Shams, you cover transactions all day long, all season long, and the Sixers have not been shy about making moves.
No other team has been more aggressive when you think about trying to figure out this puzzle around Joel Embiid and around Tyrese Maxey. They've always been movers and shakers. This is a franchise that bears watching moving forward, just seeing exactly what moves they make.
They always make headlines. You're exactly right. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. Inside for him, it's Harris and Duran. And it's Thompson in at the small forward. Philadelphia with the ball. Following the miss by Kate Cunningham. The General can't get it to go. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Nick Nurse for a minute. He talked about how dialed in he is on Kate Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean we have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send them double teams, too. Everything is on the table tonight. We'll see what they come up with for Kate. Guys?
Thank you, David. Hey, Shams, it seems like with these younger teams coming, we may be witnessing a transfer of power in the NBA. What do you think?
It's really due to the parity that we're seeing in the league, and we haven't seen this much parity in a really long time. It's wide open for teams in both conferences, in the East and West, to claim that top perch. We have to give the league a lot of credit. There's tons of parity.
Which I think is leading to expansion talk, correct? We've got so much talent right now, we can kind of let it ooze out a little bit to some other areas.
Certainly expansion, couple more teams in the league, but the league really loves where they're at now. And any given year, anyone can win.
Shot clock at 6. Fires from way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Cunningham's got 5 points so far. Philadelphia has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And you look at the way the league is moving now, Shams, are there less big trades than when you started or more?
Perhaps a little bit less, but listen, the league is trying to keep parity in this league and allow teams to be able to keep their homegrown stars. But there's always going to be plenty of interest, and that level of interest, not only from players from competing teams, but fans' interest, it's never been higher.
And there's never any hesitancy, right? If a team feels they can get better, for whatever reason, and however they do it, I don't think there's any hesitancy to pull on the trigger.
Particularly when you're on the cusp of potentially winning a championship, competing, whether it's competing for a playoffs, competing for a title. If you can make one move that takes you from point A to point B, teams and general managers want to do it.
Well said. Beasley's checked in for Thompson. A floater, and it's blocked. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And Detroit has possession. And here's Harris from the arc. Rebound by Joel Embiid. And as the salary cap looks set to rise significantly, Shams, any major effects that you can anticipate?
It won't be like the year the Warriors signed KD. They're going to smooth the cap numbers, and it's not going to spike quite the same. But these numbers will continue to get eye-popping when you think about player salary, and you have to keep in mind luxury tax and the new second apron that came into play with the collective bargaining agreement, and that will play a part in how teams build, not putting yourself in a restrictive position to continue to build winning organizations.
A lot of moving parts to contend with, but boy, a lot on the horizon. Now, here's Durant. After the miss from the General. 5 to shoot. Shoots. Harris missing again.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Here's the General. Covered by Cunningham. To the middle. And George with the stuff.
And he may be in his 30s, but Paul George still has got a lot of bounce.
Cunningham outside. There's 57 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And the basket is good.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
There's 49 seconds left in the first. Here's Cunningham. He has 7. Pass to Beasley. Cunningham on the wing. He's covered by Maxey.
How about that finish by Harris? He sees his opening and does not hesitate to rise up and be free.
Here's the General. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Very aggressive in terms of looking for his shot. 9 attempts already, but only able to knock down 2.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Andre Drummond's checked in for the 76ers. Oubre comes in for George. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Stewart's checked in for Durant. Asar Thompson comes in for Tobias Harris. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Jaden Ivey. And Dennis Schroeder's subbed in for Cunningham. Now, here's Stewart. Here's Hardaway. Stewart trying to get open. Hardaway, no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Here's the General. Off target with his 3. And so it's the Detroit Pistons with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We come back right after this. And thanks again for... Harris is checked in for Thompson. And it's Cunningham in for Dennis Schroeder. Well, we know it's been tough to win in Detroit for the Pistons. They've changed coaches again. Just 2 playoff appearances, Shams, in the last 15 years for this very proud and historic franchise. But there is, I feel, as you look at that franchise, hope. Do you see it as well?
No question, and it really starts with Cade Cunningham. I'm told the Pistons organization has all the confidence in the world in Cunningham. The first pick in the draft in 2021, he averaged 23 points, 8 assists per game, 6'6" point guard. Cunningham is someone the Pistons brass is very confident can be a franchise player, and he is their cornerstone moving forward.
He is a good starting point, I would agree. Oubre out there with the General. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Grimes. That one's in there. The Detroit lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from the general.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Obviously, the Pistons in the midst of a long rebuild. 2 seasons in a row at the bottom of the league standings. Last season, they had the worst record in this once-proud franchise's history. That counts the record-setting 28-game losing streak that they had. It's pretty clear that this could be a long road back to redemption. Kevin?
Yeah, could is the operative word. This could be indeed. David, thank you.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
Harris against Maxey. Harris's shot is off. And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter. That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Now Hardaway, 5 points in the game. Here's Cunningham. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
They did a better job of getting it inside in that first. They've lost some of that physical edge here.
And the 76ers making a change here. George is checked in. And then for Detroit, Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for Malik Beasley. And it's Jaden Ivey in for Hardaway. Ivey with it. Still scoreless. Pass to Cunningham. Over Maxey. Detroit, no good that time either.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Pistons lead by 4. They'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Welcome, folks. EJ alongside Shaq and Kenny. First up, here are the players of the week. Fellas, I was just wondering if you played in the league these days, what do you think would be different compared to when you did play?
Oh, my goodness. I make a lot more money, Ernie, than I did in my playing days, especially if you consider that all guys do is dunk.
Shifting focus, how about this tight game the Detroit Pistons find themselves in?
Depth has been the key for them so far. They've gotten a nice spark from their second unit, especially at the offensive end.
And they've needed every bit. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One of the stories here, guys, the general getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And Detroit, looking at who they've got. Thompson and Harris are their forwards. The backcourt there will be Cunningham and Ivy. And it's Duran in at the 5 down low. It's so easy, Coach, to highlight the athleticism, but there's certainly a mental aspect to the game as well. I know you value that as a coach.
You can never, Kevin, overestimate how important intelligence is. I was in the NBA, or have been around the NBA for 30 years, and I have never seen one really good player who wasn't really smart.
Here's Tarlock, and that one is stuffed right through.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Pass to Ivy. Duran sets the screen for Ivy. Down low. A putback. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Tarlock. No good. That would have tied it. The Pistons lead it. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
Maxey kicks to Embiid. Embiid with the screen on Harris. Good on the triple. And that's 19 points for the General.
Well, it's only his second 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Back to Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
They set the pick. Here's Tarlock. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 14. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Well, this is the story of the night for that defense. They have not been able to contain Cunningham.
Here's Tarlock. And he hits it to tie the game up. The Generals got 13 points here in the second half alone. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. Pass to Ivy. Inside. Here's Harris. Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from the General. For the lead, driving to the basket. And the rebound goes to the Pistons. Thompson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And you look at Asar Thompson, Coach, already imposing at the defensive end of the floor.
He certainly is, Kevin. And that's what they got him to do. But it's the offensive end where he has to make strides, especially in his three-point shooting. It's problematic for a perimeter player who struggles to get the ball in the basket.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Tyrese Maxey has stepped up into a starring role with the 76ers. He says these guys have the ultimate confidence in me, all the way from the organization down to the players. So I can just go out there and be aggressive, play my game, even through mistakes. It's all part of extraordinary growth for the guard. Kevin?
Yeah, thanks. He is rewarding their faith. And I love his statement on growth. He's always looking to expand. And a different look here for the Pistons. Stewart's checked in for Tobias Harris. 76ers leading by 4. They've got the general. He's out there with Oubre. And it's Grimes in at the 2 guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And he nails the 3. Nice shot from beyond the arc there from the general. The general's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the 76ers. Schroeder outside, pass to Holland, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on the general. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Pistons substitution. Number 34, Bobby Clickman.
To the paint. Stewart kicks it over to Schroeder. Lots of room. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Schroeder's got his first basket of the night.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, yes type of shot.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. Rebound Andre Drummond. The 76ers leading by 7. The general passes to Grimes. Here's the general. He's guarded by Schroeder. They grab their own miss. Pass to the general. Oubre, a screen on Schroeder. Buries the long-range jumper. The general's got the lead up to 10 now for the 76ers. Detroit's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. And here is Hardaway. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the 76ers. Drummond's got 4 rebounds in this game. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
Detroit ball.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. So Detroit ends up going with the new group. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, thanks. During that last break, I listened in to J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. He said to his guys, we need to push the pace more. Come on, guys, we're at our best when we're attacking in transition. Energy up now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
That's an aggressive play and a chance for Cunningham to get 3 points the old-fashioned way.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
George with the screen on Harris. Pass to Grimes. 5 on the clock. From the arc. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Cunningham.
Well, with the size that Cunningham has, he is a real handful inside.
Philadelphia's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. Embiid with the screen on Harris. Driving the lane. Grimes passes to the general. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Pistons trail by 8. Here's Cunningham. 1:56 left to play here in the fourth. And they recover it. Tries again. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Cunningham's got 23 points.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Detroit. Here's Ivy. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. So the first one drops, and that brings them within 5.
And you have to appreciate the all-out effort Jay Nabi gives you on the court. He works so hard to find ways to get involved and prove he belongs here.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
And Embiid throws it down.
Oh, why, thank you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Cunningham's shot is off. The 76ers leading by 6. Here's Tarlock. Yes, that goes in. The General's got 38 points.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Here's the General. Takes it inside. Banked in off the glass. The General's got 40 points.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Cunningham. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Here's Ivy. Free throw line jump shot. And he hits the jump shot. Here's Grimes. There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And so the 76ers can now just hold on to the ball. Maxey passes to the General. From deep. That shot, no good. So the 76ers win it. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge.
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood. Crowd looks hype tonight. Better come with it. Yo, MP, let's go. Let's keep this winning streak going.
Lead the league in score. I'm Michael Jordan, and what's your name? Well, it's not important.
I told you. Once you make the starting lineup, we're in the endorsement game now.
Yeah.
And look where we at.
Does that mean that you finally got me a shoe deal?
What? Come on, man. I ain't just get you one shoe deal. I got you 6.
Man, stop playing. What you mean?
All these people right here want to sign you. Okay, and they're more than happy to come to terms with us. All you got to do is tell me which one you want to go with, and we golden.
Bro.
Great choice.
Yo, I cannot believe I'm getting paid to wear sneakers, man. This is the kind of thing that we dreamed about back in Plainview, man.
And this is just the start, okay? Look at the names on the spreadsheet. These are all the companies you can work with if you keep going the way you're going.
Yo, I appreciate all this, man. You putting in work, bro.
Come on, man. That's what you pay me for. This ain't no charity. I'm here to help you maximize your brand. Nothing left on the table.
Hey, respect, man.
Hey.
I appreciate it.
Hey,
this
no
is
doubt.
major, man.
No doubt.
All right.
You good, MP? Oh, Captain, just don't get it. Whatever. Enjoy playing fetch and driving for hours.
Feeling you, MP.
Make sure you come out to the next Sixers home game. First time down, fans and fans will get their very own Philadelphia 76ers ENT t-shirt. The National Basketball Association and the Philadelphia 76ers are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you. Richard, what do you expect to see from this guard matchup?
These guys are lethal one-on-one, but I think the key is to keep their teammates involved, playing unselfish basketball.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Jaren Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Wells in at the small forward position. And here's Morant. Outside Payne. There's the three. He's off on that one. Embiid finds Maxey. Here's the general. Takes the three. And George with the jam.
You're usually not a huge presence on the offensive glass, but George attacks this time.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year. Here's Wells. The three from Payne. Joel Embiid with the board. And Joel Embiid with a number of different co-stars in his time in Philly, Richard.
Yes, Ben Simmons in his prime, Jimmy Butler, James Harden, they've all come and gone. But in Tyrese Maxey, Embiid might have found the tag team partner for the long haul. Slow start, 1 of 4 to begin this game.
Outside Morant. Back to Payne. Morant with the slam!
Ooh, as usual, Morant bringing down the house.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. To the wing, right side. Here's the general. Last game out, we saw him score 42. Pass to Grimes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. George, a screen on Jackson. The general. Offline with a three.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
To the middle. Joel Embiid with the board.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
And the general gets it to go. And big-time congrats in line for MP, signing his first shoe deal.
And MP had the same dream as a lot of young players before him, playing in the NBA in a pair of Jordans. Now that the dream's been realized, I'm sure MP couldn't be happier.
Quick thinking from Bane there. I like watching him rise up like this off the pass.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Showing the numbers from last NBA season, the leaders in team steals. The 76ers, #1. Memphis, 4th.
Both teams were very aggressive defensively, and that led to a lot of steals and a lot of runouts.
George, a screen on Jackson. And the general gets it to go. The general's got 5.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Morant surveying the floor. Shoots over Maxey. Morant with the bucket.
Can't lay off of Morant. When he's roaming around that mid-range area, you know he's ready to lock in.
RJ, when Ja Morant's at his best, you won't find a more entertaining player in the league.
Oh, B.A., he is a generational talent. There is no easy way to defend him. That blend of skill, athleticism, quickness, it is so impressive and hard to guard.
Jackson outside. Morant against Maxey. Morant with the bucket. He has 6.
Oh, one thing about Ja, he's determined.
And Maxey's got the ball here for the 76ers. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse, and we discussed his plan for Ja Morant. Coach smiled and said, I just told my guys to stay ready out there, ready for anything, because Morant can do so many surprising things. We just have to stay on our toes. Hopefully that flexible mindset helps the defense keep up with Morant's antics out there. PA?
And Allie, thank you for that. Pass to the general. Kicks it to George. Here's the general. There's a screen. Fires the three. And the 76ers another three.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Here's Morant. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's the General, defended by Jackson. The General, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clock. And the basket by Aldama.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Here's the General, defended by Jackson. The General, no good. Morant with it. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Morant's got 8.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. Sixers ahead. They lead by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from Philadelphia, here's the General. 14 points for him. No good from outside.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Richard, for years, the Grizzlies' team motto was grit and grind. You think that shifted?
They're a little bit flashier now, but they still have that underdog spirit. That's what grit and grind is about. They're always out to prove themselves.
That shot off. Good D by Clark. Outside Bane. Pass to Wells. Here's Pippen. Deflected. Now Clark. Another shot. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
The shot's good. 16 points for him.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Pass to Wells. Here's Pippen. Maxey covering. Drummond against Clark. Shot clock at 6. Here's Pippen. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Drummond with the screen. Lets the 3 fly. Ooh, he connects. His 7th basket. He's 7 of 15 now.
Even with all the threes he nailed in the first quarter, the defense still hasn't made the proper adjustments.
Jackson with the screen on Maxey. Jackson, pass to Clark. Back to Jackson. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. Philadelphia's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Here's the General. Clark covers. The General. Drummond passes to the General. Lays it up and banks it in. And now it's a 4-point Philadelphia lead.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
All right, now a timeout called by Memphis. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Morant's checked in. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Pippen. Back to Morant. Clock at 4. Here's Pippen. There's the triple. Gets the 3 ball to go. Pippen's got 8.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Here's the general. 21 points in the game. They get it back. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass, getting it done.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Now Morant. His last outing, he had 24 points. Here's Clark. And Embiid with the block.
Every year he's a defensive player of the year candidate. His instincts, that's what makes Embiid outstanding. And his awareness of when to go for the block.
The general passes to Embiid. Now here's Oubre. Embiid, a screen on Jackson. The general knocks it down from distance. The general's got 24 points.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Clark with the screen. From deep, Morant. The shot, no good. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Philadelphia on top, up by 4. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot drum roll. They're thinking about the shot. You look so close. One more time. A round of applause for the participants.
Welcome, everybody. A fun-filled evening underway, and before we talk about the first half of this game, let's see those power rankings.
You know, for Philadelphia, they moved up to the 4th spot. Check that out. But if you were talking about medals, they're below gold, silver, and bronze. So what would that be, Shaq?
Well, good question, Kenny. Maybe 10 or wood?
No, not wood.
Or paper mache?
No.
Now we're talking.
And a look back now at the first half, as the Sixers have a tight game on their hands.
I like their follow-through on the offensive end, not taking the shots and walking away. They're hunting for those second-chance opportunities there, Shaq.
And turning those opportunities into points that they need.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
We've got Maxey. Joel Embiid is out there with Paul George. And it's the general in at the power forward position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. And what a breakout fourth year for Tyrese Maxey. Named to his first All-Star game in 2024, Richard.
When the Sixers traded away James Harden, it really opened up things for Maxey. Gave him the ball more responsibility, and you know what? He showed up.
Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout fourth year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
The thing you love about Maxey is that he always has a smile when he's out there. He's enjoying himself, and he embraces the challenge that the game presents.
Outside Bane. To the paint. Here's Jackson. And And the dunk by Jackson.
A big target with good hands. Jackson doing damage in the pick and roll.
Philadelphia leading by 3. Maxey passes to George. Here's the general. 24 points for him. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Morant against Maxey. Oh, Morant gets it done inside.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Embiid, a screen on Jackson. Trains the triple. The General's got 27 points.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Jackson surveying the D. Back to Morant. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Morant's got 4 points in the quarter.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Screen by Embiid for 3. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024.
You know, really by no fault of their own, BA. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
From deep, Morant. Morant missing again. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 5-point game. Here's the general. Good! Another from 3.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got 2 guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. Drives to the hoop, and they pick up 2. The Generals got 11 in the second half.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Morant against Maxey. To stop the run. No, stop it in there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a 3-point play. That's on Joel Embiid. Memphis shooting their first free throw of the night. Pippen, he's checked in for Memphis. When you think about the fearlessness of Ja Morant and how he attacks, even as a smaller player. RJ, you got any comparisons?
I would say AI, but AI was more of a 2-guard, even though he was a couple inches shorter, but definitely similarities on how they attack the paint with fearlessness.
Grizzlies trail by 7. 1:07 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Bane. It's good. Off the glass. Bane's got his second bucket of the night.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
George, a screen on Jackson. Here's the general. No good on the triple.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Bane, the pass to Jackson. Shoots over Embiid. Jackson can't get it to go.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Outside Bane. Here's Edey. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Philadelphia leading by 5. Here's the general. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. The General's got 37.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Here's Morant. Takes it inside, and he banks in the layup.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
For 3, Maxey. Oh, at the buzzer! Wow!
I didn't think he was going to get it off in time. Oh, wow.
Talk about being poised under pressure. Big time shot from him there.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. What has them in front right now, by and large? And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for Memphis, we've got Jaren Jackson, also Brandon Clark out there, and it's Wells in at the three. They grab their own miss. And here's Oubre from the arc. Connects from downtown. And the 76ers lead by 11.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes. And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the 76ers?
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And following that, the number of second-chance buckets they've tallied has been superb, showing no mercy in hitting the offensive glass.
Here's the general, defended by Jackson. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Pass to Grimes. Off the mark there with a three. Grizzlies trail by 11. Here's Pippen. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. We know how great Joel Embiid is, but he simply hasn't been as effective in the postseason.
Part of that is because of all the defensive attention he gets. We know things tighten up in the postseason, and things become much more challenging. That's why he needs a better supporting cast.
And Philadelphia making a change here. George is checked in. Edey's checked in for Memphis. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Here's the general. Connects again from distance.
And he's now set the team record for most threes in a single game. What a shot he's got.
A lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure the next one's going in. Down low. Here's Edey. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Yeah, the keep it simple method. Good decision to use the bounce pass just to get it there.
Pass to the general. And the layup falls. The general's got 42 in the game.
Throughout the second half, they've achieved excellent efficiency on the offensive end.
Pippen, pass to Jackson. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Shots blocked! And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Edey. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Grimes. Maxey passes to George. Here's the general. And a two-handed jam!
Tonight, their attack revolves around him. As he goes, so goes the offense.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Pass to Edey. Outside Morant. The three. Paul George pulls it in, and timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Philadelphia leading by 15. Pass to the general. From outside the arc. Out to the right wing. Embiid from outside. Memphis with a rebound. 1:33 left in the game. Bane, the pass to Morant. Oh, Morant sinks the triple.
In motion, Morant's shooting ability is solid, but when he's this set up, it's outstanding.
Here's the general. Tries again. The rebound by Jackson. Grizzlies trail by 12. Here's Bane. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And Richardson's bursting onto the scene. Bane has been nothing short of spectacular.
Bane was a steal with the 30th pick. He's added to his game each year. And now, he's one of the better two-way wings in the league.
And this is the problem with playing from behind. Missing freebies takes on greater importance.
54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They get the rebound. Morant. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Here's the general. No good there. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. They trail by 11. There's the block. Up top, Maxey. Defended by Jackson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Morant against Maxey. There's 14 seconds left in the final quarter. Morant with the bucket. Here's the general, defended by Jackson. Here's the general. Nails it from 3. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that about wraps it up. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. So long, everybody.
They really thought they had a chance tonight.
MP's an elite shooter already. To come into the league and knock down threes like that, I'm impressed.
MP about to put on a show in the desert. Show them how you shine.
Feeling you, MP.
Okay, I'm game.
I'm watching videos and stuff. But if it's an hour, I'm staying in front. No, known and unknown talent across the world. I've got quite a list brewing to send me.
Good, MP?
Hey, so this Sunday, hoops and hamburgers, my place. Yeah.
Tear the roof off. It's your world. We just live in it.
want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you're having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, then please text the word SUNS along with your issue and seat location to 55555.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. Craig is a player. How long does the excitement of a new season last?
I'd say it starts to wear off right about now. You got to start bringing your own motivation to every game, and you need to provide your own energy.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The General is out there with Embiid. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 2-guard spot. And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Here's the General. That shot misses. Great D that time from Durant. Top of the key, Booker. Goes up at the stripe. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Instinct, skill, the ability to be rise and fire ready. Devin Booker, yes, sir.
Maxey passes to the General. The three. The rebound by Richards. So, Doris, when you look at the whole package, is Durant a one-of-a-kind player in your opinion?
Well, we certainly have guys with that size, but this is a player who can literally play every single position on the floor. The size, 7 foot. The ball skills, the shooting, the playmaking, the decision-making. I am not sure we will ever see another Durantula, the great one, Kevin Durant.
Here's Booker. Outside, KD. Oh, good with the triple.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Pass to Embiid. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's the General. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Offensive rebound. Booker looking around. Into the lane. And the dunk by Booker.
I'll tell you, let that guy get ahead of steam. Booker can finish at the rim with surprising power.
Maxey passes to the General. Three-pointer. Cranes it from beyond the arc. The General's got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Durant, that's good.
The answer from Kevin Durant, not having any of it.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Pass to the General. George with the screen on Durant. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Despite suffering a first-round sweep in last season's playoffs, the Suns' front brass remains confident that they were mere inches from where they needed to be to compete for a title, emphasizing that chemistry is built over time and through the fire. Hope is, with another year to coalesce, this team will be ready for a deeper run. Kevin?
Well, they've got the names. They've got a big coach now coming in. All right, D.A., thank you. That one drops for him.
Well, you see the attack mentality right there. Kevin Durant, if he gets room, he will take that shot without thinking about it.
Pass to Maxey. Embiid with the screen on KD. Tarlock sinks the three-pointer. 8 points for him.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year. So for the Suns, full ball. He's checked in for Nick Richards. O'Neal comes in for Kevin Durant. And Allen subbed in for Dunn. 1:07 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Booker. The kick out to O'Neal. It's Allen on the wing. Got a piece of it. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. .58 seconds left to play in the first. 6 to shoot.
Great physicality on the defensive end from Drummond. Boy, just using that body to create good coverage.
Launches the three. Another three for Philadelphia.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Booker outside. O'Neal kicks to Beal. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
The sweet shooter looks good from any range. The mid-range, Bradley Beal says, yes, sir, that's in my bag.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. That one good for 2. And that's 10 points for the General.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
O'Neal outside. The three-pointer off the mark. The General passes to Maxey. Here's Tarlock. Another three for Philadelphia.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want. And
he nailed it!
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Listen,
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. The shoot. The Suns. Dunn comes in for O'Neal, and it's Devin Booker in for Tyus Jones.
Good time.
Suns trail by 9, so with Durant sitting on the bench. This is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Dunn is out there at Bowl, and it's Allen in at the 3. So for the 76ers, the last game, a win against Memphis.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
Here's Allen. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Doris, I know the NBA is considering using technology to help officiate out of bounds and goaltending. Do you have a problem with that?
You know, Kev, at the end of the day, I think it is about getting the calls right. If there's a way to lift the load off these officials, even if it's around the margins, why not try it?
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Here's Tarlock. It's hauled in by Dunn. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. They trail by 9 points. They'll be playing host to Miami for their next game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Pass to Booker. Puts up a 3. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Maxey, no good. The Suns have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Now, here's Dunn. From outside, off the mark.
I mean, come on, jack that one in the face of some strong defense. You got to think twice about that next time.
Oubre kicks to Drummond. Here's Tarlock. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
He started the game scorching the Nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
The shot by Beal, no good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
They get it back. And that one's good. Drummond. And the 76ers lead by 11.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backcourt.
Bull kicks to Allen. Good on the three-point shot. Allen's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see a shot go in. Nicely done.
And the 76ers making a change here. And now we have a moment to recognize the player of the week in the Eastern Conference, the General.
And the nature of big men in the league has evolved, and he's a perfect example of how valuable a guy like this can be on your team. He's had a tremendous stretch of basketball here lately.
Drops in the tray.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Allen dishes to Booker. 1:03 left to play in the first half. Done outside. The 3 from KD. It's hauled in by the General. The 76ers leading by 11. Pass to Embiid. Here's McCain. Off target from outside. Phoenix has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Booker the pass to Allen. Back to Booker. Fantastic finish by Booker.
Boy, just tremendous focus from Devin Booker. On the interior, it matters not if he's facing size. Look out.
Pass to the General. And he drives in. Can't cash in from close range. Durant kicks to Booker. Puts up a deep 3. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Defensively, they have had their sights set on Kevin Durant, and they've done a terrific job holding him in check. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Welcome to halftime, and after 2 quarters played, some ground to make up for the Phoenix Suns.
They're getting cooked from long distance. Defensively, they have to do a better job of closing out.
Yeah, especially these days. It's not enough to protect the paint. Got to patrol the ARC as well.
And another important topic, injuries. Let's take a look at what's happening across the NBA.
Poor Paolo. You never see an injury like this. Unfortunate part of the game. Hopefully he recovers as quickly as possible.
Yeah, he's a guy who hates to be off the court. The competitor in him will speed up his recovery.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin.
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And you know the General has been really making it happen, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Taking a look at the 76ers. They've got Paul George. Embiid is out there with the General. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin? Wow.
I love it, though, D.A. Got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again. KD is right at the top of that list.
Drills it from outside. 19 points for the General.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Beal with the bucket.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Maxey passes to the general. Now George. Here's the general. 19 points in the game. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
There are nights where it's impossible to stop Paul George. He is such a strong guy who knows how to convert through these plays.
You've seen, Doris, Paul George's journey from role player to MVP candidate.
There's a reason, Kevin, Paul George is one of the most emulated players in the league with young people. His game is so well-rounded, and maybe his best attribute is his adaptability. Paul George is equally comfortable either being the lead man or, if need be, he can play with 2 or 3 other stars and still be effective. Really incredible.
Here's the general. There's the pick. Pass to Grimes. Here's Tarlock. Misses the 3. Suns trail by 5. Here's KD. Guarded by Embiid. Shoots from the line. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Here's Tarlock. Hits the 3-point bomb.
3-point field goal.
The General's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Booker the pass to Beal. Richards with it.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Dunn. Lets the 3 fly, and Embiid pulls it down.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Floats one. It's deflected. Durant kicks to Beal. And here's Booker. Dunn outside. Outside, KD. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Embiid with the screen on Durant. Tarlock, another 3 for Philadelphia.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Now here's Booker. He's got 11. Fires at the elbow. And the jumper is on the mark. Booker's got 13.
If Devin Booker's cooking, it's a wrap, folks. This guy makes the game look easy.
Pass to Grimes. There's the triple. The rebound by Richards. Suns trail by 9. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. No good from Durant.
I'll tell you, they're trying to cut into this lead, but he has not hit one this period.
Here's the general, guarded by KD. Pass to Grimes. There's the 3, and he drills it. Beautiful release there from the general. The General's got the lead up to 12 now for the 76ers. Outside, Beal. It's good from the top of the key. Beal's got 7 points for the quarter. And so it's Philadelphia going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've done a lot of great work from long range. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. They've got Royce O'Neal. Allen is out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Bull, and it's done in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. No good from Booker. Philadelphia leading by 10. Drummond with a screen on O'Neal. Here's Tarlock. A 3-pointer, no good. And so Allen will bring it up now for the Suns. Dunn passes to Booker. Oubre pulls it in. The 76ers shooting in this game 45%. Pass to the general. Here's McCain. Here's the general. Fires the 3. Good! Another from 3.
He's scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for 3s in a game. Near the 3-point line, it's Booker. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Pass to Oubre. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Over to the wing. Oubre, a screen on O'Neal. Here's Tarlock. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
There's an unselfish attitude that emanates from Kelly Oubre Jr. looking to create for his guys. What a nice screen.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the 76ers.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
They've also made a concerted effort to put the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
Well, up and down this Suns roster, Doris, there are guys who can make tough shots.
Kevin, what a luxury to have multiple guys that not only can create their own shots, but also hit shots with a hand in their face with excellent defense. To me, it keeps the floor of their offense very, very high. The other thing they do exceptionally well is they will kill you with the mid-range game.
Here's the general, Dunn covering, and he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
One shot.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Outside, KD. Beal taking his time here. And he gets it to go from the high post.
This guy is such a dominant offensive talent. When he gets to his spot, he just goes to work.
3-pointer. The general can't get it to go. Suns trail by 14. KD finds Beal. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Philadelphia's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's Tarlock. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. The Suns have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Pass to Dunn. Now Booker. Suns moving the ball around. Outside, Beal. From deep 3-point territory. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. Maxey passes to the general. And there's the drive. In the corner, George with it. Here's the general. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now for 3. Rebound by the Suns. Richards got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the 76ers.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for the General.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Outside Durant. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And then Durant with the dunk. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Tarlock. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Assisted by
the Generals got 41.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Here's Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal. 9 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Tarlock. And again for 3.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was...
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood. Quiet out there tonight.
They ain't ready, MP.
But we need a couple more cards to draw. So help me with
Shake it,
the
MP. MP said he woke up today ready to slay some dragons.
It's about game time. Bring the pain time.
You have been playing well as a starter.
Yeah, and we are confident it is the right move for the long-term health of the team.
But
not everyone is as thrilled as we are with the new lineup.
I'm sure you can figure out who he's talking about.
I mean, if I were him, I'd be unhappy too. But like you said, there's no place for hurt feelings, and this is a grown man's league.
Yes, of course. But we would like you to make a special effort to get him more involved in the offense when you're on the floor with him.
We've talked a lot about using your gravity to get everyone involved. We just want to make sure that he's one of those people.
Look, I'm not trying to give you guys a hard time, but I don't understand what the problem is. We're winning games.
Okay,
Isn't that what's most important?
We're winning games now, in the regular season. But we're going to need him down the line, not just in the playoffs, but in the years to come. And if he feels like his talents are being wasted, he's going to want out. We could lose him.
And it's throwing off chemistry in the locker room.
I get that. But what's more important to him? Winning games or usage rate?
It's not that simple, MP. Everyone's got an ego, right? And quite frankly, he earned his.
He has done a lot for this organization, and we are just trying to do right by him. How would you feel if the tables were turned?
Look, I'll do what I can, but at the end of the day, he's his own man and he can make his own decisions.
We understand that. But we have some reasonable requests that we think you're going to be okay with.
All right, look. I'll give him my best shot, but he has to hold up his end of the bargain. I can't put the ball in the basket for him, too.
All we ask is that you try. It's in the best interest of the organization, MP.
We need you to be a team player.
Be about to tear the roof off.
Yo, MP, how did meeting go today?
Yo, it was okay. They said that they want me to try to keep the peace.
Keep the peace?
Yeah.
Like how?
They said that they need everyone to win championships, so I should try to create more open looks.
Open looks? For the guy who can't adjust to his new role on the team, and who's running around blaming everybody but himself.
Yeah, I guess they worried about losing him in the offseason.
No, not losing him. They should be worried about losing you, man.
Why? I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, but you can't let them know that. Come on, you think they need him to win championships?
Honestly, I don't know. Defenses, they get tough in the playoffs, man, but I know that I can deliver in the crunch time.
Exactly. Okay, that's why you need to focus on you, okay? Whether he comes along or not, that's up to him.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, P, but I'm trying to bring championships to this city.
That's why they got you, man. They don't need him.
Even MJ needed Scotty, P. I'm trying to win here, nowhere else, all right?
Look, is this guy Scotty? Because I don't see him on any GOAT lists. Look, your job is to be a star, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So just go be a star. All right, their job is to build a good team. All right, don't let them put that on you, okay?
Look, I hear what you're saying, P, but it's not that simple, man.
Look, man, I'm just here to give you advice, okay? Look, what you do with that is up to you. All right, but I know you. All right, and I know your dream is to create a dynasty bigger than MJ's. All right, in order for you to do that, you need to become the face of this franchise. Don't let anyone get in your way, no matter what they've done for this team in the past.
Maybe, man.
Okay, look, I get that. All right, and I got your back. I'm just telling you how I see it. And for your sake, I hope you see it too.
Jake, what's up, man?
What's up, MP? Man, pleasure to meet you.
Man, same here. When my manager told me that you wanted to connect, I was all about it. Did he give you a tour?
No, but he looked like he was pretty busy.
Oh, man, that wasn't very neighborly of him.
I see what you did there.
Yeah,
I see
you
what
saw
did.
that.
Yeah.
Hey, so you want a tour now, though?
You know, a tour would be cool, but I was thinking maybe we could hoop.
Oh, yeah, I did hear that you were pretty good. Okay.
Listen, I'm not joining the league anytime soon, but I can hold my own and pick up.
Okay, Jake, I see you, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, you want to get one in? Look, I was thinking we could run twos, and if I play with one of your NBA buddies, I might stand a chance.
For you, Jake, anything, man. Let's do it.
Hey, you really are a good neighbor.
Let's see if you still feel the same way when we're done. I know you're an old pro at the insurance game, but this is my specialty, man. I'm not taking it easy on you,
Hey,
right?
I wouldn't have it any other way.
All right.
All right.
Yo, good game, man. You could ball.
Oh, man, that was a dream come true. Look, I've met a lot of MPs in my time, but this is the first time I've hooped with one of them.
Hey, that's what we do here, man. We make dreams a reality.
Hey, man, as a token of my appreciation, I got you a couple of gifts. Can't welcome someone into the neighborhood without a gift, right?
Man, you didn't have to do that.
Hey, what can I say? Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I didn't think you would do it. You did it, man.
I gotta say the best for last, right?
I hear that. I appreciate it.
Hey, thanks again, MP. I really had a great time today.
Thank you.
Looking good, MP.
I'm smile all shit. Keep it moving.
That's a little intense. We are at a sporting event. I like the hello and goodbye smile.
Not at all. Game face only.
Get after it, MP.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
States, that was Skylar Cole with the singing of tonight's national anthem. Greetings from 2K Sports. Welcome. Well, Brent, tonight we got a great front court matchup.
Yeah, this is a game, BA, I think, that has been circled on the calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist, and the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
So let's take a look at the starters for the Philadelphia 76ers. They've got Joel Embiid. Tyrese Maxey is out there with George, and it's the general in at the four-man position. Back to Harden. Pass to Leonard. Free throw line jumper. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Here's Grimes from downtown. Gets the three ball to go.
For a player like Grimes, you have to make your threes so important to earn more playing time.
Leonard outside. Inside, here's Jones. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. A monster finish with authority. And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. And despite his injury history, Kawhi still has the ability to take over games, Brent.
Yeah, does it feel, BA, that Kawhi sometimes is even more patient and more deliberate in the way he delivers in games? I think he's the type of talent that can slow himself and the game down at his will and still be a lockdown defender. We don't see a lot of James Harden in the mid-range, but he is capable of knocking him down.
Just over a minute and a half in. Takes it inside. Yep, that one goes.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Outside Jones. Dunn outside. Pass to Leonard. Paul George pulls it in.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
3 on 3. From 7 feet. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
In the history of the game, James Harden gets to the line as well as anyone we've ever seen.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. And what you like about James Harden, he can play with any set of teammates, Brent.
Well, we're seeing this transition, BA, right? From Harden being this elite offensive system by himself to now being a better teammate, a guy who can facilitate and set guys up to make better offensive plays. So not shouldering the entire load anymore. He's been very flexible over the past couple seasons.
Yeah, and Embiid is smart to keep his options open. No reason he has to complete every play.
And Harden's got the ball here for the LA Clippers. It's a 3-point game, and this is their first time matched up with Philadelphia this year.
We see these teams face off only twice a year. Last year, each won one.
Well, if I had a calendar, I would have circled this one. But I love it when they get together. Last year, they split the 2 games between them, and I'll bet their battles are just as tightly contested this year.
The general, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
You gotta love Tyrese Maxey's approach to the game. He said, quote, "I really have a simple life. I have this joy about playing basketball. I like putting in the work, so I'm extremely focused, extremely competitive, and I'm out here having the time of my life. I get to do what I love every single day, and it's a blessing," unquote. Ryan, he's such a positive guy.
Yeah, he really is. Thanks for that, Allie. And yep, it's good.
Kawhi like a robot out there just shrugging off the contact. Beep, boop, pop, pop.
76ers trail by 4. George is screen on Jones, the general. And another miss by Philadelphia. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Harden, the open look. Nice open look, but it's no good.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Now Los Angeles with it. Outside Simmons. Leonard outside. Soft touch off the glass. Leonard's got his second basket of the game.
Working some magic inside. Leonard so polished.
Here's the general. He's got 5. George is screen on Jones. And the general gets it to go. The general's got 8.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Leonard for 3. The rebound by Maxey. The Sixers trailing. Here's George. And again, it's Philadelphia.
George with the innate ability and sense, and he has to get it off quick.
With the step back, Leonard. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Count it. Good.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Philadelphia on top, up 3. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Sixers, what do you guys think?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
There's so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
So on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. They've got Tyrese Maxey, Kelly Oubre out there with Andre Drummond. And it's the general in at the power forward position.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Miller outside. And the call will be against Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Dunn, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
Number 8, Chris Dunn.
Simmons, the pass to Miller. Dunn left side. Pass to Zubats. Drummond grabs the miss. Philadelphia's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. And Grant, the Clippers have strung together 13 straight winning seasons. But at the same time, it feels like they've left a lot on the table.
Yeah, with all their star power over that time, they've made it past the second round of the playoffs only once. And that fan base is restless. Started out strong from three-point land, hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
The Sixers leading. Pass to the general. Fires for 3. He drops it from range. The general's got 11 points.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Simmons, the pass to Miller. The 3. The shot won't fall. Philadelphia leading by 4. To the middle. And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it. And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked it. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Sixers ahead. They lead by 2. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute.
Welcome, everyone, to tonight's show. Kicking things off, let's see some of the names on the injury list around the league. Fellas, I was just wondering if you played in the league these days, what do you think would be different compared to when you did play?
Oh, my goodness. I make a lot more money, Ernie, than I did in my playing days, especially if you consider that all guys do is dunk and shoot threes, and as many threes as I did, oh, my God.
Yeah, and I'd be out there getting every rebound and slamming Kenny's bricks for the putback slams, because none of these bigs today want any piece of prime diesel.
So let me get this straight. You would both be amazing. What a shock. And a look back now at the first half, as the Sixers have a tight game on their hands.
Without the points they've gotten off the bench, this game wouldn't be as close as it is. Can you count on that in the second half? It's debatable, man.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who's in the game for them down the stretch. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And for the Clippers, they're shooting the ball at 43% from the field. Kawhi is the 3 with Jones playing the 4. Chris Dunn is out there with James Harden. And it's Zubats in at the 5. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Shot clock at 6. Here's Harden. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. Well, you hear team execs say all the time, you're either selling wins or you're selling hope. How true is that, Brent?
Well, if you're an executive BA, just be right about whatever it is that you're selling. And you got to be realistic. I mean, fans are smart. They understand where your team is. Are you a playoff competitor? Are you young and growing? So that's hope. If you're going deep into the playoff run, you want the wins.
Leonard passes to Jones. Harden surveying the D for the tie. And he takes it up and lays it in. Harden's got 10 points.
Well, Harden just outworking them inside. Could we say he wanted it more?
Screen by Embiid. And the general gets it to go.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Now here's Leonard. 10 points for him. Outside Jones. 6 to shoot. Leonard outside. Paul George pulls it in. Philadelphia leading by 3. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Just tough shots just don't bother Paul George. So smooth with it when he gets into his motion.
Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
A nice shot by Zubac.
Nice job by Zubac using his size and just making his presence felt.
The General passes to Grimes. Here's the General. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Pass to George. Over Leonard. And George with the jam.
Love when PG's just aggressive in close, just punishing the rim that time.
Clippers trail by 5. To the inside. Here's Jones. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Now here's George. 13 points in the game. George against Leonard. Kept alive. Tries yet again. The shot misses.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
To the paint. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. George has got 15 points.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Dunn outside. Pass to Leonard. Shoots from the baseline. And that one's good. He's got 12.
What an advantage it is to have someone like Leonard. Everyone knows the shot clock is running down, but they also know that he'll get up a good shot either way.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Some changes for Los Angeles. Batum's checked in for Jones. Miller comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And Ben Simmons subbed in for Dunn.
Foot on the gas, MP. Get in there.
Eubanks, the pass to Batum. Back to Eubanks. The 3 is up. Rebound by Philadelphia. Oubre's got his 6th rebound on the night. Taking a look at Philadelphia. We've got Kelly Oubre, and it's Grimes in a 2-guard.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
First team foul.
And that one misses. Clippers trail by 17. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Dunn outside. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Eubanks. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's McCain. The general passes to George. There's the three. Here's Embiid. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's going to go on Drew Eubanks.
Yeah, I love the use of the shot fake by Embiid. Smart basketball there.
Joel Embiid, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
Good on the second one.
Yeah, one of the most well-rounded players in the game. Embiid is also a top-notch trash talker, too. I mean, he knows how to get under the skin of his opponents.
Now here's Zubac. Screen by Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Love to see Zubac attacking the rim, staying involved offensively.
Philadelphia leading by 14. And stolen by Jones. Leonard with the ball. Guarded now by George. Zubac. Outside Jones. Takes a three. Buries it from 3.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And stolen by Leonard. That's good from Jones. And the assist by Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ball game.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Maxi's checked in. Here's the General. Drains the triple. The General's got 5 points in the quarter.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Leonard against George. Shot by Leonard, no good. Philadelphia leading by 12. Here's the General. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
What a performance for Beyond the Arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Philadelphia has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. George passes to the General. Off the mark there with a 3.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Leonard. Outside Harden. Now Jones. Done with it. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Maxey.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the 76ers.
What would you say the deciding factor in this game was, Grant?
Yeah, B.A., ultimately you have to look at their field goal percentage. They were the more efficient team because they found clean looks all night.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for the General.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
And it's Maxey missing. And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for the LA Clippers. They trail by 16. Here's Jones, and he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Well, still such a prolific passer in this league, you expect Harden to make those kind of dishes.
And George with the jam. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team...
Okay then, that's how we stand on business.
It's going in!